I'm Glenda Hope. I'm a Presbyterian minister, retired now, as to the extent that ministers ever really retire. I want to start out by saying a little about my upbringing. I'm a native of Atlanta, Georgia. I still think of myself as a native of Atlanta, although I've been here since '67, so 53 years. I grew up in a society and a culture and in a family that was just unexamined racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, whatever. It was just there. I don't excuse them, but they were products of their time.
It was in their muscle.
So was I.
Yeah.
And I just feel so lucky that I, several times in my life, was at the right place at the right time with the right people.
Right.
And not only in terms of racism, but other things, other sexism and homophobia. I mean, and oh my gosh, do you think my family freaked out when I came out standing up for LGBT people? Yeah, oh boy.
But I do want to take a moment to ask you about racism in America today.
Okay.
It's ugly, it's violent, there isn't a Dr. King. What is your observation?
What I see is different now is that people know what's going on. Or at least more people know what's going on, and more people are taking a stand. That's one thing that's different. What I see is different is that people are aware of how totally pervasive racism is. So it started out, the Black Lives Matter started out seeming to focus on the deaths of black people at the hands of the police. And I think people are getting that it's a whole lot more than that. I mean, that's bad enough. I see more things in the newspaper. I had a friend that emailed something to me, said, what the hell, has this been going on all this time? We didn't know it? Yeah, it's economic. One thing that's different is that racism is no longer enshrined in law like it was with the Jim Crow laws. So, I could go to dinner with black friends, and so what? I couldn't have done it growing up. I tried, and I got arrested for it. But, yeah, so that's good, because segregation not only grew from, but it perpetuated racial stereotypes. If you didn't want to sit next to somebody on the bus, it must be because there's something wrong with that somebody, You don't want to be coming to. I was even told black people didn't smell good. It was unbelievable. So that's different. But the law, in fact, we have laws prohibiting discrimination. But, yeah, I remember the fights over voting. I remember John Lewis when he was first talking about how black people had to guess the amount of jelly beans in the jar before they'd be allowed to vote. This is true. This happened. Yeah. Just step by step, just by doing. We don't change by thinking about things. We change by doing things. And people change us. Calvin changed me. Liz changed me. All my life have been people